Hello, this is Wicked Googly, and I'm back with the next episode of Baldur's Gate Enhanced Edition. So last time we did this much of the Firewind Bridge area, and we fought a really nasty ogre mage over here. I will come back and do the rest of this dark spot afterwards, but I want to, in this episode, come down here into the dungeon before I have to backtrack. I have no idea how big this dungeon is. I really don't have a clue. I don't remember. I don't remember how hard it is. I remember nothing, which makes me think, because it's not part of the main storyline at all, that a lot of my playthroughs I may have skipped it. It also might have been increasingly very difficult, and I oftentimes, if something was very difficult and it didn't have really good loot, then I would sometimes skip it. Or it could have been part of the expansion that brought Durlag's Tower with it. No, I'll keep my switching my armor because I want to be able to find traps. I just have a feeling there's going to be a lot of traps in here. I have gone through Baldur's Gate, of course, run into a kobold who shoots magic arrows, which I can't pick up quite yet. What can I get rid of, possibly? Oh, I can stuff up there. Alright, well, if there's going to be a bunch of arrow shooting kobolds, I'm going to put the armor back on. Guess I can still find traps. Ah, see, I knew it. So yeah, if it was part of the expansion, I ran through the original game quite a few times. I did it with all the different alignments and different races, just to see what kind of differences the different endings and stuff like that would have, which sadly all turned out to be pretty much the exact same ending. But I did it nonetheless. I saw that. I saw you over there, kobold. There's probably a trap in the hallway as well.
Your life ends here.
That's a kobold commando. Okay. But when the expansion came out, I probably only did the expansion once or twice. I think it allowed you to go from a level 8 up to a level 9. And that's all it really provided you, so that when you started Baldur's Gate 2, you could instead be level 9, which wasn't a big impact. And I think the magic items you got out of it weren't that big of an upgrade, or maybe not even an upgrade at all. Okay, I want to start using those arrows. Don't care about normal arrows. Can't pick them up anyway. Oh, and of course I hit a trap. Come on, the kobold was standing right on the trap. How am I supposed to know that? At least it only did 2 damage. Not that big of a deal. So I don't know if I'm really going to get anything out of this dungeon. The fact that I don't really remember it also hints at it probably won't have much in it. I mean, so far all I've found is a buttload of kobolds and tons of booby traps. And very windy Very windy walkways. One thing that I think is really annoying and bad is you have your fine traps on, and it is so delayed to when the actual red, even at 100%, it is so delayed that if I click it on and I start walking down this hallway, I will most likely walk over the trap before I find it. So it forces you to walk a few steps and then stand still for a few seconds in hopes that something appears. Makes the finding trap feature really slow. I want to walk around and fight. I don't want to stand in one place waiting to see if or if not a trap will appear. Now, it gave me some vision into this hallway, but the fine traps should have found a secret door as well. So that's kind of a little bit of an exploit of, well, you know that there's a hallway there, so if you didn't find a secret door, then there's some other way to get back there. This just appears to be a really annoying maze. So that also gives you the question of, okay, it's a maze. If I found the correct way to go by just following along the right wall, which I always choose to do in maze situations, is keep the wall on your right. If this is the correct way, I don't know that it is. Is it going to be worth it to backtrack? Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. What did he cast? He cast invisibility. Okay. That's because he's obviously going to be walking down the hallway as well. Let's cast. Switch to my robes. Can't because I'm in combat. Great. Alright, well, I'll use a healing potion. I haven't bumped into his figure or heard him audio casting any spells yet. I can switch my armor now, so that's good news. I want to shoot a Dispel Magic. And hopefully that pulled his Dispel Magic off. But I also saw a kobold. I want to be able to shoot the kobold too. Yeah, I don't see the mage. Or the kobold. I mean, he did cast invisibility. There's the kobold. Oh, come on. The kobold really got a crit hit me. That's just rude. And it had a broken sword. Nice. The wizard still in here somewhere. Invisible, probably. Oh, another ogre mage. This is bad news. Uni peoples come to fight. It's much more fun killing the little people of Gullykin, but it will be just much fun killing you. Come to put an end to your evil tyranny. You and your minions will bother Gullykin no more. Prepare to die. Okay, so I probably had to go to Gullykin and get the quest to come here. You'll never get any peace here, ogre scum. If not us, then someone else will come to stop you. Oh, why would I say that? That's so defeatist. I assume I'm gonna die. Couldn't we have had a peaceful solution to this? I'm sure you don't really want to fight a powerful foe like us. I'm not peaceful solutioning with an ogre mage. Are you crazy? Prepare to die. Ah, me prepare for plenty death. All of yours. All of one of us? You fall for trap like all others. You know, all the plural references just really goes to show they expect you to have a party. They really didn't plan for someone to do it solo. Me pester little halflings and heroes come to dungeon. They always have better treasure than simple halflings. Now we fight, you die, and me get all you have. Rawr. Okay, so I'm gonna run from the flesh golem falling right behind me. Oh, nice. Oh, it wasn't a. It was just an Ogrillion. But I took him out in one shot. That's pretty sweet. Now the question is, do I want to drink the other potion of absorption? I will put it here just in case. And I will drink my last healing potion. What happened to the mage? Right. Doesn't have mirror image on. He's getting boned right now. Got no mirror image on. And I'm fumbling all of his spells. The arrows do consistent poison damage. I'm glad I didn't blow all the arrows before I ran across that ogre. That would have been bad. Oh, there's the wizard. Ouch. Alright. Well, it wasn't nice to get hit with that one extra. I thought there was a kobold that ran down this way. It wasn't pleasant to get hit with a lightning bolt. It's just another Ogrillion. Gem. Got quite a few fire arrows now. I'd rather use up the fire arrows than the poison arrows. Oh, he's got a bunch of stuff. Sweet. Potion. That stone? Stone form? Yeah. That's kind of worthless. Oh, no, I didn't want to put that in. I wanted to read it. Cloud Kill is an amazing spell. I don't know that I'll even reach high enough level. Cool Touch. Not that effective. All the touch spells for wizards are not that effective because they don't have a spectral hand to cast them with. So that means your wizard has to go up in melee combat, which isn't that bad for me because I'm a melee fighter as well. So Robe of Electrical Resistance, 20% electrical resistance, not bad. Fireball Scroll, and a bunch of money. Okay. Did I check the kobold? No. I almost missed out on one gold piece. Oh, man. Got guys hiding behind every little corner. I really should put my shield on. Alright, and let's go see what the ogre had. And I'm glad that I shot him from a distance because the way he wasn't really coming towards me or anything. I have a feeling there's a booby trap right here. But he is a wizard, so it could just been he fights from range himself. And we got some stairs up. And all he had was money. But, I didn't waste any resources on this ogre. So the difference between this ogre and the one up above was pretty drastic. So I am going to walk back and redo this other part of the maze. I just assume it to be a bunch of kobolds, but you never know. I wasn't really expecting to find a bunch of ogres, ogrillions, and an ogre mage and an other mage. Oh, maybe I'll run into something amazing in this other part as well. It's a little bit annoying that I chose the correct way to go the first time around, and then I have to backtrack all this way. That's a little sad. Oh. All the way back. Okay, that's completely worthless. Hopefully we find something. Make the backtracking worth it. A trap. I would just like to walk around in the wizard robes so that I can just disable these traps without having to switch armor all the time once I find a trap. But those kobolds, their pluses to hit with the bow is just too much that I can't walk around with the robes. The AC difference between the robes and the armor is too much. Oh, there's another door here. Yeah, and you would never be able to see that. Wait! So lame. See what I said about you don't find the stuff as fast as you can walk? I have a feeling this leads to outside or something. Oh, it doesn't, but it's just a room.
All right, all right.
Absolutely nobody in it. Absolutely nothing to interact with. Is there another door out of this place? Nope. I don't even see how to get back out of here. Okay, that's where I came from. Here's stairs up. What do we have here?
If you insist.
I wish I had my old tobacco.
Firewine be an elven trading town, destroyed in a fool's duel some 200 odd winters bygone. Ask the rubble if it cares who the winner was.
Eh? Who's this
Eh,
then?
who's this?
More intrepid fools on the road to a beating?
Nice that they gave audio, but it's only for the first sentence. I suppose you need the healing or some such to repair whatever damage you marched headlong into. Well, the provider provides and the provider protects, but don't ye go messing up her handiwork any time soon. And stand ye away from them barrels of ale. Little man watches over all, and he'll turn you out on your ear if you damage a cork in his spiritual home. Let's see what you have to offer us. It's very nice to have found Healing potions, 20 of them. I will definitely stock up on a bunch of those. That. Oh, you won't buy any of my stuff in the gem bag. Won't buy any of my armor. You won't buy any of my scrolls. Potions. Won't buy any of my potions. Wow, you're not very nice. So let's get some healing. Okay. And then potions. Not sure I had the inventory room at 20. Oh, I want 20. Thank you. Did it let me buy 20? No, probably because I don't have the inventory space. Okay, how do I fix that? Drop some arrows. Oh, maybe I can come back.
I wish I had my old tobacco.
Yeah, many a fighting too tall has come through Gully Cannon, always the same question with them. Here be the answers. That always replies. None a halfling height know where the key to Wardlock be. Okay. So apparently I'm in Gullykin. Is there a door? Okay. I don't know where on the map Gullykin is. Got a whole nother map here. I just want to really quickly find a vendor.
I wish I had my old tobacco pipe.
Hey, we chose to leave the ruins be. Who is more the fool, the man who sits idle in his old chair enjoying the sunshine, or the man who labors long for a fine new chair that he might sit in someday? Another halfling here.
May you know the happiness
Welcome
of
to
a
you.
warm hearth and home.
Good to meet you finally. I've heard much ado about your visit to our little village. Really? Who told you? Because the only people I talk to is those guys in there. Why should there be such a ruckus? Are visitors so uncommon here? I suppose I am quite the news, eh? Never seen the like of my little group in such a backwater little dump. Oh, that's very nice. No doubt they have all warned my coming. Well, no matter, I shall take what I wish. Flattering that I am such a wet spot, though I will not be here much longer. Much as I'd like to stay, I must be moving on shortly. Okay, so either this one or this one. And this is the information gathering one. Oh no, we get quite the traffic as far as merchants and caravans go. It's just the wandering adventurer that raises the eyebrow. No doubt you shall feel quite like the spectacle during your stay, but it's only because the small smoke admire the spirit of little men that you possess. He was our greatest wanderer in all of halfling history. You are an oddity, but also to be admired. Welcome to you and enjoy your stay. Am I up on a cliff? I want to take a look at the side of the screen and see quite where I've wandered to. So we're just one screen north of Firewine Bridge. Okay, not too bad.
All right, all right.
Looks like some kind of house. Say Lincoln Village. Halfling man. Halfling man. This guy's got a sword. He might be somebody. Gandalar Luckyfoot.
Well met, traveler. Gandalar Luckyfoot at your disposal.
I received news that you have cleared out the Firewine Bridge ruins. No longer will kobolds plague our tiny village. I must congratulate you on a job well done. Everyone is grateful for your help. Take this small amount of money as a show of our gratitude. Oh, thanks. I didn't really finish clearing it out, though. This could end up being... I don't know that I've ever traveled to Gullykin ever. There's no other way into the village. Let me finish exploring the map before I go back into Gullykin village. Looks like a lot of it's this cliff in the way, so it might actually be a much smaller map. Walk up this dry riverbed. Cactuses. Kind of odd that you have like puddles of water and then the plant life is cactuses. And you got nice grass and trees. It doesn't quite fit the desert terrain that I would expect to find a cactus in. Okay. Oh man. Just walk past this spot. Come on. Finish it off. There you go. And gem. Gold. 1 gold piece. I mean, it makes sense that you don't find anything too nasty that's half a screen away from a village. Find a dragon or something over here, you'd wonder, why does that village still exist? Well, I thought this map was going to be mostly a cliffside, but I guess not. You have at least one way up and down the cliff. But other than some kobolds, there wasn't anything valuable down here. Oh, we got a group of people.
Skip the small talk and get right to the killing.
So we finally meet, poor little Avenos. Sure, you're completely clueless as to why you must die. I'm sure you've already had problems with an assortment of incompetent bounty hunters. Well, those days are done. Today, you will die. Wait a moment, who is it that wants us dead before I die? I want to know whose name should be my dying curse. I'm sure you'll be about as much trouble as the rest of the rabble we killed. Please leave me alone. See, I'd like to say this, but I also want the information to know who's sending the bounty hunters. Do not think I would be so foolish as to betray my master's name. You may know that I am Molkar, and I am your death. Now die. Alright, I don't see a wizard, but I do see a cleric. Let's zap the cleric with a wand. Because it looked like he was casting Old Person, and I don't approve of that. Then we're going to go over here and sword attack the actual wizard. he dies fast before casting anything too nasty. Come on, walk. Here. Tap the cleric again. Too late. Triple hold person off the cleric. Oh, that's actually helpful. And this fear spell, it's just lasting forever. Really, really annoying. I mean, pretty much all the damage was coming off this wizard.
Your wish?
And he's probably out of spells at this point.
If you insist.
Didn't have my shield on.
Your life ends here.
My spell's still going on. I'd be really happy to get them all stuck in it. Oh, apparently not. Well, I'll just try and sword and shield fight you.
I am
Now I'm sleepy.
weary.
Come on. Oh, and then it died anyway. Okay, not a surprise, but that fight started off really bad. Because I wasn't expecting it at all. Wasn't expecting to run across a full group of adventurers who, at the same time, blocked me from reaching the mage just with like movement blocking because the AI couldn't figure out how to walk me around them, and I just stood there getting stuck. Not that I could have stopped the spells, but got a wolf here. Wasn't there the first time around. But the magic missile shot to the cleric did work pretty good. I may choose to use the paralysis wand. I'm not quite sure. I'm going to want to deal with this group, but if I approach from this direction, I should be able to get to the wizard faster. Yeah. Wizard.
I'd rather we just skip the small talk
All right.
and get right to the killing.
This time I'll tell him I'm used to dealing with rabble like them. And he tells me his name anyway. So first, I'll shoot the mage. Wow, which was really delayed. Then we'll paralyze this guy. And I got... Well, I guess I wasn't a whole person then. There's the fear. But I did paralyze their one guy. And then, okay, I'm not gonna just walk around and get pin-cushioned by magic missiles forever. I'm surprised because shooting a magic missile out of a wand should have come out way faster than his mirror images.
The small talk. I get right to the killing.
So that's annoying. Alright, so I paralyzed the mage. Paralyze this guy. A cleric. Okay, pass the saving throw. I failed to paralyze the cleric, but I want to get over here and kill this mage before the paralysis wears off. Apparently my will save is pretty high. Wow, 14 damage in one hit. And it wasn't even a critical. And an 11 on another hit. That fighter does a huge amount of damage.
If you insist.
I'm gonna have to paralyze the mage and the fighter. And yeah, my shield's equipped, okay. And maybe I should just start off with casting a fireball.
I'd rather we just skip the small talk. I get right.
Paralyze. And there's the hold person. Yeah. Well, the fireball did do a pretty good job. It put the cleric already at near death. So that wasn't too bad.
If you insist.
I just wish it had been just a little bit faster in casting because all the fighters were able to walk out of the range of it. Well, that's a little bit cheating because it didn't even let him talk first, but right guy, they all look the same. Paralyze that one.
By Moradin's hammer.
Which failed.
Moradin's hammer.
Okay.
By Moradin's hammer.
I am certain to die
By
without
Moradin's
immediate aid.
hammer.
Okay, the wizard's dead.
Immediate aid.
Man, this chick is not paralyzing. Or guy, I guess. Failed to paralyze him 4 times. That's not good. And they're just wailing on me. My AC is fairly amazing. Very sad. Getting to that point in the game where the fights are getting harder and harder to do with one person. I'm having to blow a lot of resources. Paralyze the wizard. Paralyze this chick.
By Moradin's hammer.
Come on, use it. Use your wand already. Alright. Oh, and then she held person to me. What a load. What a load of crap. I paralyzed the guy that was doing all the damage. Although it almost looked to me like both of them were doing a lot of damage. I think this is just one of those rounds where I better do that instead.
Very well.
Better use a charge of the summoning wand. The odds are just... There's too many of them. So I'll use the summoning wand already.
All right.
Go up here. Fireball. Hey, dogs, you attack this guy.
Your wish?
Myself. I want to paralyze. Looks like a dwarf. I don't think paralyzing the dwarf is a good idea. Let's magic missile the cleric.
Rather, we just skip the small talk and get right to the killing.
Okay, they're all back there. I should be able to with my bow and shoot them with bows. Okay, wizard's down. Cleric's down. See if I can't start paralyzing fighters. Okay. Okay, that chick's down, or guy. I'm not afraid of you. Those switch gauntlets. Take off the bow. Put on a shield. Arrows. So much easier just by using a charge to summon monsters, but just because I know it's so good, I wanted to make sure I had it for the harder fights in the game. Like Saravok. Only got 3 charges left. What would be nice is if along with the gem bag and the scroll case bag, there was a wand bag. So that guy was that powerful with absolutely no magical equipment. And got a potion of heroism. +1 sword. The magical splint. Or chainmail. That's at least something. Cleric. Another absorption potion. Okay, that makes up for what I used against the ogre. And I got a magic flail. Got a morning star. Morning star. Okay. The wizard. What is that? Detect illusion. Okay. Leap. Color spray. Sleep and color spray are amazing. Color spray is better than sleep, but it has the issue you have to be closer. Oh, that didn't go too bad. I had to use 1 summoning charge and 1 paralysis charge, but and a wand, scroll of fireball. But the scroll of fireball is not a big deal. All in all, I'm pretty happy. Did have to reload a few times, but not super excessively. And pretty much every hard fight I'll be expected to have to reload a few times, just because you got to learn what kind of spells and gear and stuff that's going to be coming at you. And you got to learn a little bit just how difficult the guys you're fighting are going to be. Just because a guy's got a sword and a shield doesn't mean he's just like some level 1 guard and you can squash him easy. I mean, those guys were ripping me a new one, but yet they almost had no magical gear. Or nothing significant, nothing amazing, just a +1 sword and a +1 morning star. And the one dwarf guy, he didn't even have anything magical. Yet the fight was pretty difficult just because it was 4-on-1. Oh, here's a ghoul. Always run into ghouls. Suck up all my arrows. I got my archery bracers on. You. We're almost done with this outside map. Go back to Gullykin, talk to a few more halflings, see if I can't find a shop to sell some of my inventory. Getting really crowded. And then head back down into the dungeon. Oh, here's a kobold. want some fire arrows, please. Really like those fire arrows. I like the poison arrows better, but the fire arrows are pretty amazing. Direwolf. Ah. Um, I didn't check how much XP I got from those 4 guys. 60. 650. Huh, that's not very much. For as hard as that fight was, 650 per guy. One gold. One gold. Gold. Now, funny enough, I have so much treasure collected in my gem bag that you would think if I do ever find a merchant to sell it all to, I wouldn't even have enough gold to buy it all from me. But luckily, older games didn't really take that into account, and the shop owners all pretty much have an unlimited amount of gold to buy your stuff with. Well, let's see. Shop. It is not a shop.
Very well.
But there's nobody here. Book. Locked. Ooh, a magic sling. Alright, drop some arrows again. I'll take a magic sling. Got more stuff down here. Put that on for a second. Plus 1 sling. That's nothing too amazing.
Very well.
Got a book. Another book. 13 gold. Gold. I'm usually not into robbing houses. Jewelry. Set the arrows down for a second. Jewelry one at a time. Kind of a pain. $50 gold. All right.
If you insist. If you insist.
Starting to get nighttime. All right. If you don't have a name more than halfling man or halfling woman, I'm not talking to you. I'll check these houses. If they're just houses, I'll just leave. Halfling man.
All right, all right.
Halfling man,
I
yes.
wish I had my ode to
Just a house.
All right.
I won't rob you.
If you insist.
But just a house.
All right,
I'm
all
just
right.
checking downstairs in case there's something like really weird, abnormal.
All right. All right, all right.
Like you think it's a house and then you go downstairs and
Alright.
find out it's a dungeon entrance or something weird. Looks like the end of the town. Not quite. Let you walk along the ridge for a little bit. Nice that they made the halfling homes unique to halflings and somewhat resembling like a burrow, but they're still houses. They're not just an underground hill. I think they did a good job with that. Okay, interesting. I got one more supposed house to check. Have a door. Huh.
If
So there
you
was no
insist.
merchant, just the cleric, the halfling cleric.
If you insist. Very
Guy
well.
to buy and sell stuff to. That's a little rough.
Well,
Wouldn't buy and sell any weapons. That's a little interesting that what appears to be, well, it looks like a storehouse. It doesn't look like a church.
all right, all right.
Eh? Who's this then?
All
More
right,
intrepid fools on the road to a beating?
I'm still healed. Don't buy any of my stuff. I really want those healing potions. How am I going to go about doing this? Do no more bow. And I can fit a second weapon here. Buy your potions.
If ye must adventure, take ye no stupid risks. I don't need the extra work.
Hey, that cost a lot of gold. But I am now the proud owner of 20 healing potions. And I gotta go back downstairs. Get back into the dungeon.
If you insist.
It's interesting that I came out of the secret door.
All right, all right.
I've got a hallway up here and then the rest of this hallway. I gotta try not to walk over any more stupid booby traps. Gotta put the armor back. Go that way. That's asking for crap. else do you make it just a little bit wider? Well, that's weird. What in the world is this? Together enter, together fall. Such was the vow agreed. And that was some loud ghost noise. Together enter, together fall. Such was the vow agreed. None shall leave until all are gone. Such the vow remains. We must be as one. What? Is he attacking me? Not sure what that riddle is pertaining to. Of course. Hung a trap that I didn't find with my 100% finding traps. Skeleton. I can use a morning star at least on it. Oh, you gonna talk to me? Okay. Strike you down. Alright, I'm really bad with the morning star. Let's just sword. That's some interesting armor. Arrows. That's probably something for the ghost quest. Alright, so I don't see any monsters and it leads back to the main hall. The only thing that could be there is booby traps that I probably won't find and just walk over, so might as well turn around and go back the other way. Oh, what a load of crap. So once again, I stepped on a booby trap.
Very well.
And it was a lightning bolt. And it, before I could even hit the pause button or react in any way, it hit me 3 times. Because it kept ricocheting. It hit me at like just the right angle. That it just instant bounced twice. Ah, I knew it. Had a feeling. Stood there extra long. I think I missed something off that kobold. Remember when I go back that way to look. I'll see if I talk to these ghosts again, see if their riddle had anything to do with the armor. Honestly, to me, the riddle sounded like kill us all. So it was, so it is. Together enter, together fall. Brother traitor completes the one, together free. Okay. So they were just looking for the armor of the traitor so that they could all leave together. Oh, it's a nice, easy 1500 XP. We're up to 43K 900. So still about 16K away. Inching forward, but it is definitely going slower. The XP. Oh, come on. I even stood there. Okay, my apologies. We're going to have to end here. So thanks for watching, and see you next time. Bye.